What's the job that pays $1.2 million but nobody wants to do?
Imagine earning $1.2 million a year.
But there's a catch. This is a job that hardly anyone wants, despite the jaw-dropping salary. Sounds unbelievable, right? Well, it's true. In today's video, we're going to dive into one of the highest-paying jobs out there, a job that can make you a millionaire, but for some reason, people are turning it down. We'll talk about what the job is, why it pays so much, and why it's so tough to fill. And trust me, you'll want to stick around till the end to find out why this $1.2 million job might not be as glamorous as it seems. We're talking about isolated lighthouses in the middle of the ocean,
Isolated lighthouses in the middle of the ocean.
where the conditions are some of the harshest on Earth. As a lighthouse keeper, your primary responsibility is to ensure the lighthouse is functioning 24/7. You'll be monitoring the light to make sure it guides ships safely through dangerous waters. These lighthouses are located miles from land, leaving keepers in total isolation. No neighbors, no towns, just endless water. You'll spend weeks, sometimes months, alone, with supplies being dropped off only periodically. Would you do it? Despite the high pay, many people turn down the job due to its challenges. Physical and mental strain are at the top of the list. Living in isolation for months at a time can take a serious toll on mental health. The extreme solitude can lead to feelings of isolation, loneliness, and even depression. Combine that with the dangerous environment, violent storms, high winds, and waves crashing into the lighthouse, and it's no surprise why this job isn't for everyone. The job also demands resilience and the ability to work under constant stress. There's always the pressure of keeping the lighthouse operational 24/7, even during storms or equipment failures. Additionally, unusual hours and extended time away from family make it difficult for many to sustain this lifestyle. Many who have taken the job don't last long. In fact, it's reported that nearly 80% of people who accept these positions don't return for a second rotation due to the mental toll.
Let's take a look at some real-life examples of people who have accepted the challenge. John Matthews, a former lighthouse keeper, worked at a Pacific Ocean lighthouse for 6 months before quitting. He was completely worn out by the repetitive nature of the work and the extreme isolation. He often joked that after a while, the ocean starts talking to you. He eventually left, saying that no amount of money could compensate for the mental toll the job took on him. Another example is Lisa Freeman, who quit after just 3 months. She couldn't cope with the constant solitude and the unrelenting storms. I thought I'd be fine being alone. I'm pretty introverted, but it was too much. There were days I felt like the walls were closing in on me, she said. On the flip side, some people thrive in this environment. Sheila Connolly worked as a lighthouse keeper for several years and found the experience deeply fulfilling. Though the job was tough, the solitude gave her a new perspective on life, and financially it allowed her to retire early and travel the world. So, is this job worth the $1.2 million salary? On the pro side, the salary is life-changing. Earning $1.2 million a year can allow you to retire early, pay off debts, or fund major life goals. For the right person, this is a rare opportunity to accumulate wealth quickly while experiencing something very few others will. However, the cons are equally compelling. The physical and mental strain, the isolation, the extreme working conditions, these are all significant challenges that not everyone can handle. Missing out on time with family and dealing with the stress of constant danger can make the job unbearable, even with a high paycheck. For those who value solitude and adventure and can handle the risk, it may be worth it. But for most people, the emotional and physical costs outweigh the financial rewards. If you're seeking other career alternatives with high salaries and fewer risks, fields like surgery, investment banking, or tech executive roles can also earn 7-figure salaries without the extreme isolation or physical demands of being a lighthouse keeper. Now it's your turn. Would you take this job for $1.2 million a year? Could you handle the isolation and the risk? Let me know in the comments below. And if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you don't miss out on more content.